Okay, starting a new clip from here, and I think we're just gonna Meander-Wander, maybe that's what the word was yesterday. Kind of into a look-see recce. So, oh, back vistas, I know you like him. So yeah, bit of a. We'll go up here and just walk through the. I don't know what you call them, shards of sunlight. No, that's not the word for it. Go through the pine forest. Ogle the cones. Lots of full standing line relation there. Quite a lot with entire leaves around this sort of entire foliage. Whether it's a peculiarity of the pine forest, I don't know. Oh well, the last few rays of the sun in almost in the midst of the wet. Oh yeah, well, they're certainly enjoying the pine needles. I wonder if I could do a bucket of pine needles or something. Set it up the same way. I'm tending to favour the shredded wood. What do you call it? Wood shavings. So, oh yeah, there you go. That ought to throw John Nine over there in Michigan. I think Brendan Dilley has moved to moved into Georgia. You know, what a coincidence! A couple of days into moving down there, and one of the Georgia Guidestones gets blown up. I wonder if he's going to get another visit from the FBI. What do you reckon? Oh yeah. I mean, if you had a fly trap, that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, correction on that statement I made the other couple of videos back. If you've got a 4-inch trap and a 4-inch petiole, the whole plant is going to be 16 inches across. You know, 4, 4, 4 and 4. So the whole plant will fit into a 16-inch pot. That's where we want to head. Whether we can make the traps blue, I've got ideas on that, but it's going to take a lot of work, you know. I think get the size first, the colour second, basically. Oh yeah, back vistas. Yeah, I don't know if you like Middle Earth and all that sort of stuff. I like long movies, but even by my stand, I'm getting old. I think I can only tackle things for about 20 minutes these days. So currently I'm watching the Heavy Water War, and I'm watching like 20 minutes a night sort of thing, you know. That's about all I can handle is 20 minutes, so yeah. Anyway, we'll go through this bit of sunlight here. Very nice, this bit of sunlight. And walk on through, flare out the camera as you do, and come down here. There you go, Winter Wonderland. Let the camera adjust. Pull my trousers up a bit there, coming down. I've done so much walking, I've got no arse now. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's basically what it is. Oh, they found so many trillions worth of gold in one of these African countries. So that's very interesting. So yeah, many trillions worth of gold. So interesting. Whether that's just an excuse to cover up the gold price, like, you know, the way they control the silver price, whether this is true or not. It's strange that they suddenly discover this now. Is that to keep the gold price where they want it to be, sort of thing, you know. I thought that would have lowered the gold price, wouldn't it, you know? Oh, more gold, supply and demand. Yeah, they do talk a lot about this stuff, don't they? Supply and demand, but when push comes to shove, it never works in your favour, does it? Yeah, it's like the 15% rule, you know, for lotteries and things like that, you know. If you get 15% of 100 tickets in groups of 3, 4, or 5, you're almost guaranteed to win at least one prize. And in one case, I won 6 prizes, and it got to the stage where they wanted me to put the prize, you know, wanted to put one of the prizes back or something. I mean, I thought, this is just FBO, isn't it? Or FBT or something. Just FB, yeah, whatever. Just bloody fucking typical, as we say in Australia. You know, when they're winning, they don't want you to change the rules. The rules that are set. When you're winning, when it's going in your favour, they want to adjust the rules so that you're not actually winning so much. But as I said to them, but you can do the same. You can buy the tickets and get them. There was no rule against, you know, buying them in groups of 3, 4, or 5. They were happy to sell more tickets. They got the money, you know, but you had a much better likelihood of winning a prize. So you got something for your money. So, you know, you were almost guaranteed winning at least one plant. And said one night I won 6. And I think that was the night when I won one of the Helium-4 or something. I did work on the Helium-4 and another species, and found that they had a salt index at least 1 1/3 seawater. And I thought, this is very strange, you know, for plants that grow on these tepuis that are rained almost atrociously every day for at least 1/3 of the year. And I thought that was very strange that a plant up there being absolutely drenched with water would actually have such a high salt index. But they are very brittle plants. Oh, the sun's come out now, so there you go. They are very brittle plants. So then I was looking at some photographs recently the other night, and I noticed they say these tepuis are made out of sandstone. Yeah. And I noticed that they were black at the top, and then a few ways down you can actually see some of that brown stuff that was like on the pavement over near my place here. I was showing you the other day, and I was saying that to me, I don't think that's iron oxide. So yeah, anyway, I think that's half the secret, you see. If you've got the eyes to look and you're willing to do the experiments, suddenly the lines will eventually converge, and you know you're within the rim, and science is, you know, starts to go in your favour when you're inside the crater, sort of thing, you know. So when you're inside the crater of the promised land, sort of thing, you know, where everything is green. All this bullshit about, you know, low nutrient plants, you know, blah blah blah. Well, hang on, won't they be struggling to make chlorophyll then? Shouldn't they be yellow and white and all that sort of thing? Yeah. And it's just not the CPs. Every bloody plant in the bog is, you know, green as far as the eye can see. And I'm thinking, how do you counter that one? You're working with a bullshit theory that doesn't actually give you any practical results. I want some. If I'm going to embrace your bullshit theory, I want practical results. I want to stick a plant in, and I want it to stabilise overnight, and I want to start seeing it growing in the next few days and keep growing and getting larger. Yeah. None of this sort of waiting around for 5 or 10 years to hopefully grow a plant, and then someone suggests you transfer it into another pot and it collapses on you, or yeah. Goes backwards or something. I had a colony-sized cephalotus, and now I've got one picture. Yeah, sort of thing. Yeah, I think we have reasons for all that now, and much better theories. Starting to grow rhubarb and strawberries and things like that, you know. Yeah, none of this setting up every bloody year, you know, massive mounds of this and that, and spreading the roots out laterally and all this sort of rubbish. Going down the shops to buy this spray, spending your money on them rather than spending your money on yourself, sort of thing. Oh yeah, I don't think we had a really good look at the. Whoa, wow, we were out here only yesterday, now I can barely see the ground. Wow, that grass has grown so quickly. Anyway, we were looking for, yes, here it is. Go to the spot colour, and just before it runs out, the clip's going to run out, I bet. Okay, here we go. Can you see the jelly roll? Hopefully the sun's come out enough. You can see the little baubles of the cyanophiner. They have a particular name for those things. So you can look it up online, fellas. So yeah, some evidence of there, but it does become more obvious. Oh yeah, here we go. Can you see that? I don't know if there's enough light there for you, but I'll hold the camera. Oh, there's a lot in there, but you can barely see it because it's almost black. So yeah, anyway, back to normal, and bit of, there you go, you got the lettuce down there, and oh yeah, look at the dark clouds coming in. Probably wiser to we'll probably go to the glid site another day, sort of thing, but yeah. Wow, look at the solar panels, they're actually in the sun over there, making electricity even in the middle of the wet. Yeah, look on down there, nice bit of rumex, some lovely plantains, and the water's slowly flowing over there. So, oh, well. Back to enter the back to the big dick energy area of the neighbourhood. I know it's a joke, but it's the joke that keeps on giving. Well, they do make this funny sign. Either that or it's a phaser from Star Trek or something. Okay. I don't know why they actually have the solar panels on the roofs. Why don't they just have solar panel tiles, you know? So the whole roof is a solar panel, you know? And maybe interlocking, you can replace them, but how often do you replace tiles on your roof? Not that often, so, you know. So no matter where the sunlight is during the day, you'll be getting some electricity coming in. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do that, you know. So when they put the roof on the house, they're actually putting the solar panel in, you know. Kill two birds with one stone, don't they? Oh, maybe they're worried about a fire hazard or something, I don't know. But yeah, it definitely is happening, moving forward fairly rapidly. There's some other point I wanted to say, but I can't remember now, internationally. So we've done the goal, we've done Boris Johnson, we've done the fourth jab. You know, this Ukraine nonsense, you know, no one's being shot out the sky when they're flying into a war zone. And we're all getting prepared. When is Putin going to turn off the gas to Germany? And apparently he can turn it off to Britain as well. I didn't know that. No, I don't. I think if you're going to do that, he's going to do Germany first, Britain second, I think. So he wants to see Boris suffer, I reckon. Yeah. He probably says, oh, he's a clown, let him suffer. The tears of a clown, sort of thing. Okay. Anyway, the last few rays of last few rays of the day, and so this area will flood this month into next month, sort of thing, as the water builds up in there and becomes so saturated that it can't hold it anymore. Oh, you want an overview, do you? Okay. So this area here, the moisture's, with each rain it will build up moisture and moisture, and eventually it overspills, and you get this. Now if you go on those pictures of the tapuis, you'll see below the black sandstone capping, you'll see this down below, something that looks very similar, if not identical to that. So and we might test that out later when it starts to come over, and see if we can actually pull it off, which you shouldn't be able to do with iron oxide. With hydrochloric acid, it won't dissolve in hydrochloric acid. Even if it's really strong stuff, it won't actually come off if it's iron oxide. But if it's not iron oxide, it should be able to be dissolved very readily. So we'll be looking into that, as I said, later on, the end of this month into August, when most of the Hypnum, you can swear that our Hypnum moss is collecting the water in amongst the so-called leaflets. And yeah. Anyway, anywho, as Brendan Dindy says, over and out for this one, I think. See ya.